Hello, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Jerry Sampson. I teach computer science at Walla Walla Community College. Today what I'd like to do is present a little bit about our degrees at Walla Walla Community College, what we do very well, and give you some insights. So as you come in, the first thing you want to do is come to wwcc.edu. Great site. So you first come in, the first thing you'll see, there's a chat box here if you need to chat with somebody right away. A wealth of information on this website. One of the first things obviously is the calendar here. As you come in the calendar, instructional calendar will show you when fall started. So for us, it started, first day began 21st. Winter quarter's coming around the corner. It'll be here January 4th, and then spring quarter. So this is a nice calendar to have. Just shows you when school, tuition, different dates of vising, registration. As come in the college website, like I said, I want to talk about computer science programs. So if we come up here to academics, and come down to programs A to Z. And the first place we're going to go is the computer science webpage. So we come down here, computer science, and it gives you kind of an introduction to computer science program here. There's an overview of the program, and then we can get right into courses and degrees. So as we come into the 2 degrees in computer science, we have a software design degree and we have a networking degree, our 2 main AAAS degrees, and I'll talk a little bit more about what a AAAS degree is compared to an AA or any normal degree. So as we come in, let's talk a little bit about the software design degree. AAAS is a vocational technical degree, and so what it does is give you a hands-on understanding. So first year, first quarter, we have you take Office, so that's Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint, and the Introduction to Computer Information Technology. In the winter quarter, you take problem solving, communications in the workplace, and then the first class with A+, software side, the A+ certification. And then up here is year 2, and we get into more of the programming classes. One thing you'll see is capstone. You have a 2-quarter capstone where you're actually building a program that you're going to market. And so that's kind of your final for this degree. Let's go back and look at the other degree. So as we come in here and we look at the networking degree, one of the first things you'll notice is the classes kind of start the same first 2 quarters. So, it gives students kind of a chance to figure out what emphasis they're going to go for. Just come in the networking degree, we have the introduction to networking in the spring quarter, and then year 2 we get into the more of the routing, switching, Windows servers, and the client side classes, and then we have electives in security, cybersecurity, e-marketing. There's different electives you can take. So that kind of gives you an idea. When you come into our catalog, and anytime you're at any of our sites, if you click the little logo right here, it'll always take you back to the home page. One thing I do want to talk about too is another degree that's actually not in the computer science. So if we come down here to academic programs A to Z, but it is a technical program. We come down here, it's called e-marketing. So as we scroll down, you'll see e-marketing here. If we look at that degree, the e-marketing degree, and it's kind of a business degree, and it's what we call the front end of web design. So it's creative design, video production, audio, user experience, how people interact with website design in Photoshop. And then year 2, we go back into advertising, e-marketing, customer sales, and a lot of business classes here. So that kind of gives you an idea. I'm going to go into a PowerPoint presentation, so let me start that now to show you. I can start it over here. Sorry about that, I was on another screen. And then let's swap this. So, as I said, the website for our college website, you can go to WWCC and go up there, or you can go straight to the computer science here. Here's the overview. That gives you the degree links. 2 that I didn't talk about is the certificate. There's a software design certificate and a data center technician certificate. We have so many students, or Amazon's hiring so many people at the data center down in Hermiston, Oregon, that we created this 1-year certificate because you really don't need a 2-year degree to get a job at the data center. So, and I'll explain more about these jobs as we go into this. So, contact information. If you need to get a hold of me, gerald.sampson@wwcc.edu. My email's right here. If you're interested in the software degree or transferable degree, then Robin Green at wwcc.edu. Robin's been with us 20 years. And then the e-marketing degree, as I mentioned, that's Dennis Richardson. At e-marketing, he's worked in the industry and is now teaching for us. And then I put our office numbers here. Right now we're on a flex schedule, so we're doing everything virtually online. But we can go back to the classroom once we get to level 4, so we're just kind of waiting on that. But presently, if you need to reach out to us, email is probably your best choice, just emails. So, as I said, the Associate Applied Science, AS degree, and we call them vocational degrees, we refer to really a technical degree that provides you a working knowledge of the networking, including the operating systems, Linux, Windows Server. Really, it's more of a hands-on degree. So what it does is kind of make you marketable. So we really focus on getting your A+ certification, your Network Plus. They're kind of the two minimum certifications through CompTIA. We are a test center at the college, so you can do all the testing at the college. We go in Security Plus, even Cisco certified CCNA. So I have a video here working at a data center. I won't play that. You can go out to YouTube. Like I said, the Hermiston Data Center, we'll talk a little bit more about that. The software design. So this technical degree provides you understanding of computer operating, obviously languages. We teach JavaScript, C++, ASP.NET, a ton of different languages. You can't learn them all. So really what it is focus to give you hands-on portfolio-based design. Like I said, you're going to build a project that you will market to the instructors, and that will be your final for this degree, is 2 quarters to work on some kind of software that design that you some kind of solve a problem or build something that you can market to employers. This, the e-marketing, here's a little video. I'll play this really fast. I want to make sure I have the sound turned down because there's no sound to it. It's just noise. But anyways, you look at this as we scroll through this really fast. It's only a 2-minute video. They're going to take some pictures of this girl. And as you can see, obviously, once they're going to put the makeup on. So this is a Dove commercial for Dove body lotion or soap. I can't remember which one. And as they go through this, obviously, they're going to apply the makeup here. It takes probably longer to apply the makeup than to actually shoot the pictures for it. So once we do that and we have all the makeup and everything, now we're going to take the pictures. Now we're going to take this into Photoshop. And this is where this really gets creative. We're going to stretch her neck, lower her eyes, widen the eyes, soften her shoulders, enlarge the eyes. So it makes it so you can see this became a billboard just that quick using Photoshop. Obviously, it wasn't just that quick. It probably took hours and hours of work in Photoshop, but we do how to prepare you for that. Web developer, data science, this YouTube video that actually goes into the programming. When we talk about the e-marketing, that's kind of the front end of web design. Well, the software design degree is kind of aimed at the back end. And so when you look at the jobs in the marketplace, if you go to Indeed or Monster, any of these, you'll see a ton of back end jobs. My nephew come through this program to give you some idea. He's a back-end developer. He works for Walmart.com, lives in Denver, doesn't leave his house. They have a sit-down on Monday morning, and usually has his programming done by Thursday, and they're paying him about $130,000 a year to do that. So if you're pretty good at programming, especially on the back end, there's a lot of jobs in this area. In fact, to give you an idea of that, this Cayuse Technologies, they're in Pelton, Oregon. They're always looking for software developers. They do a lot of IT customer support. This was a listing, I can't remember, just not a while back. I think probably in May I grabbed this. But anyway, it shows you all the different jobs in Dallas, Texas. And there's over 34 jobs. These are the ones around different areas. A ton of them in Pelton, Oregon. The nice thing about it, they have a bus that will take you from Walla Walla to Pendleton. It stops at Mount Freewater and takes employees down there and back. They've got great benefits. One of the best benefits of Cayuse Technology, if you're brand new to the industry, is they will pay for your schooling. So as you're working there, you can take classes to go on and get your bachelor's degree if you choose to, and they will fund it all. As I mentioned, the Amazon Data Center, all my networking students, well, not all of them, but a majority of my networking students right now are going to the data center. And it's in Umatilla Boardman. We're over here in Walla Walla. It's about a 40-minute drive. To give you some idea, they're starting probably between $23, $25 an hour, and that's for the first 3 months. After that, it goes up to over $40 an hour. In fact, if you work, what they were doing was offering 3 to 5 shares of Amazon stock if you last a year, and they're trading for over $1,000, $2,000 a share. I don't know what Amazon's trading for right now. But most of my students have been there any length of time over a year and now building managers where they are making close to 6 figures. So they're going to be the largest data center in the United States here in this area for Amazon. Right now, Virginia has one of the largest data centers. As you can see, I also have students working over in Prineville, Oregon. That's where Facebook and Apple. The Dalles is where Google is. Up in Quincy, there's 7 different data centers in Quincy. And they were paying up to $75 an hour just for starting people. They were having such a hard time. I know the Dalles is busing people from Portland and bringing their employees up. The nice thing about these data centers, you usually work 4/10s, and they're real flexible. You can get all the overtime you want too. Great benefits, great place to work. So These are local IT computer jobs I just pulled up the other day. I went out to Indeed, Wheatland Village, Coffee Communication got a hold of me. They need a system administrator. They also need an IT support person. They have, the data center technician like Indeed.com. You're seeing these all the time. And so some of these are directly with Amazon. There's also headhunters or other companies that are trying to find people for Amazon. So they're recruiting continuously for jobs down in that area as they grow. Today I went out. This is a software job. This is Ingenix. I'll talk a little bit more about this company. Jim Edmonds, he was a graduate of Whitman, lived here in Walla Walla, grew up here. He moved up to Seattle and started a software company, software implementation. And anyway, he opened up office here a few years back in Walla Walla, and he has about 12 employees. I know 4 of our students are working there and love it. Great benefits, good job, great working environment. They're in the old Drumheller building off 2nd Street. So this is their website. James talks about Agile Platform for content management, some of the stuff they're looking for. They do a ton of different jobs there. So I have students that are doing IT support, some are doing programming, and this is some of the benefits. So you can look at. We also have paid internships. So many of our students, like right now, the city of Walla Walla is looking for interns, somebody to work there while they're going to school. Viviotech is a company. Jordan Michaels, one of my former students, part owner in downtown, the hosting web company in Walla Walla. VA Medical Center. Boy, if you're a vet at all, they're always looking for interns at the VA Medical Center. Baker Boyer and Banner Bank both have hired internships. Tim Dyke is a good friend of mine in Columbia County, and he has an internship right now. I actually think he has one open because he just hired the one that he had working for him. And as I mentioned, Ingenix. So a lot of employers are looking. This is a great way to get your foot in the door, is to have an internship where you're working while you're going to school. I have an example of one of my students work here. What they did is took the dolphin out of this picture and obviously put the goat in, modified it to. Here's another example of some pictures where they took my face and put it into. So there. This is the finals for a robotics class that we're teaching. So students here, what they had was these robotic cars, and you see that should be seen as foot. This didn't cut out really fast. If we put a cardboard bumper on this, it would reflect the light back. These have light sensors. So as this goes to the light, and there's a window right here, you can see it caught the light really quick on that, but anything dark it was running into. So this helped reflect the light back to this and didn't run into things. And what they were supposed to do is go down through an obstacle course for the final. So that kind of gives you an overview of our computer science program at the college here. Like I said, if you need any information or that, you can reach out to me. I'll put my email up again. So you can. It's just gerald.sampson@wwcc.edu if you need more information. When you come into our college website, there's a ton of information if you're looking to get started here. Admissions walks you right through the process of how to apply in that. If you need to chat somebody right now as you see, our college phone number will roll up through here, 522-2500, if you need information too. So I hope that helped. Give us a call or email me and let me know if you need anything. I'm glad you allowed me to give you some time today to explain our program.